Here is the tornado warning. If you live inside that red box, you have to be in your safe place. If you have a basement, that's by far the best place to be. But if you do not have a basement, put as many walls as you can between you and the storm system. Just about 2 inches of snow, and it's going to continue to pile up. You can see the roads here in front of me. They're really, really slick. On the southern edge of these lines, they have the most instability to feed on, and you can actually see these little tail end spin-ups. Look at that.
I know. Underwater.
Unless you have a boat, you're probably not going to be able to gas up there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. A lot of flooding going on. Like winter got packed into this 1 week. We started out with record snow, went to record cold, and now very powerful storms moving across the area. Nothing severe out there at the moment, but these things are packing a serious punch with gusty winds and extreme amounts of rain with them. Look at these things moving over the same area very slowly. When you see those darker red shades on radar, you know it's coming down in buckets. So areas like Scottsburg, Lexington, New Washington, Bedford, up in southern Indiana, getting blasted with rain at the moment. In fact, radar estimating rainfall rates about 4 to 5 inches of rain per hour, and that quickly is leading to areas of flash flooding up across the area. So if you don't have to be out in the roads, please just go ahead and wait it out for a couple of hours. More thunderstorms brewing just off to the north and to the west of Louisville Metro from Greenville, extending back down through parts of Leavenworth along 64, approaching areas like Corydon as well as Lanesville and Webster. These will eventually move into the metro within the next half hour to 45 minutes or so, and it is an electric show. These are the lightning strikes within the last half hour. Just about 6,000 of them. I know lightning can be fascinating for a lot of people, but it's also dangerous as well. Make sure you stay away from the windows. And the storm threat is highest this morning, mainly north and east of Louisville Metro. Look at these rounds of storms rolling on through. I think it dries out a little bit later on this afternoon, but there are more storms on the way. A very active pattern setting up across the Ohio Valley, not only today, but tomorrow and into Tuesday as well. So here's a look at our tower cam. If we're lucky, we might catch a couple of flashes of lightning. Oh, there you go. See, perfect timing. 76 degrees, dew point 72, with that southeast wind around 6 miles an hour. Temperatures today climbing into the upper 80s to near 90. I think later on this afternoon, while there could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm, those chances are much lower. Notice the highest 60 to 50% chance for showers and storms very early on this morning. They move out of here by late morning, and then by the afternoon, we see some sunshine with just a pop-up shower or storm, warm and very humid. Tomorrow, we are under a moderate risk for severe weather, so we're going to talk about the timing and the threats for those storms coming up in a few minutes.
Holy cow, man.
Can you see me?
Barely.
I mean, it is coming down out here. Some heavier bursts of snow, the heaviest by far that we have seen all day long. It's been snowing ever since we started at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is an 8 solid hour window of snow here in Kentuckiana. I want to show you the buildings, or at least attempt to show you the buildings here. Visibilities are very low. It's not because of the wind. It has nothing to do with the fact that we have powerful winds. They're only between 5 and 15 miles an hour. But because the snow is coming down so heavily, we have reduced visibility, slick roads, two things that are making travel dangerous, if not impossible at times. This is not the typical snow we get in Kentuckiana. It's not that wet, heavy cement-like snow that we're used to. It's really this dry, powdery, fine granular snow. In terms of totals, just outside our studio now, approaching 5 inches. If you haven't stepped outside yet, I want to give you an idea. This is what you're going to walk into. Snow, which is at least at your ankles. It's blowing around all over the place, and it will continue to fall here for at least 6 more hours. So I have to give you one word of advice. If you want to wait out until the snow is over with, this evening you can get out and shovel it up, but you want to do so immediately, because with record-shattering cold coming in behind this, this is all going to be frozen solid by tomorrow. It's a soggy start to the weekend with rain falling across a good chunk of the area, but I promise it will not be a complete dud. The past 24 to 30 hours, just nonstop wave after wave of this rain will eventually. We're going to dry things out, but this morning we still have to contend with some showers. A bulk of the rain now showing up south of the river from Mount Washington, Bardstown, E-Town into Magnolia, seeing some light to moderate rain. When you see some of this yellow and orange on radar, you get a burst of heavier rain temporarily. Right now around Solitude, tracking its way off to the north to the east. It should be in Mount Washington in the next 1 to 2 minutes. Whitfield 16 minutes away in Normandy in about a half hour. If that holds together, you could see a quick little burst of intense rain before it pulls away. Just some spotty showers up in southern Indiana, which is welcome news. They are completely waterlogged, can't hold another drop with ongoing flood warnings. And I do think everyone is fair game for some more showers this afternoon, but the heavy and the steady rain is over with. I want to point that out. Off to the north and to the east, this solid mass of green, and back off to the west of us, you just see a couple of splashes here and there, which means showers are possible during the morning hours. I think by the afternoon, that's when we finally begin to dry things out. So if you are heading to the parade in the Highlands, what's the deal for St. Patrick's Day? This is what it looks like. I think there's a 30% chance for some showers early on, a lot of clouds, but eventually by the time the parade starts, all the way down to a 10% chance, just cloudy and mild with temperatures in the lower 60s. And after the parade, as festivities continue, it should be pretty nice outside. Even though the rain comes to an end, we are not done with the flooding issues just yet. In fact, it's only going to get worse. We stay above flood stage in the Ohio River through next week. And then as we head into Monday night into Tuesday morning, that's when we see another crest of the Ohio, potentially 7 feet above flood stage, near 30 feet. And that is going to be in the moderate category if that indeed verifies. So watching the Ohio very closely. If that happens, more on and off ramps with 64 and more roads on River Road will be getting closed. It's a murky morning here in Louisville Metro. 55 degrees your temperature, visibility 10 miles with a west to southwest wind of 5. Temperatures today, not too bad as we hang out in the 50s much of the day. Notice rain showers possible this morning. They end from north to south through the afternoon by 5 o'clock. Mostly cloudy skies, a couple of showers down across far southern Kentucky with temperatures climbing up into the lower 60s. If you're lucky, you might get a couple of breaks of sunshine later on this afternoon, but there's a ton more sun for the second half of the weekend. After a chilly start with temperatures in the 30s and 40s here tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures climb to near 50 by noon, and we don't stop there. Highs all the way into the lower 60s. It gets even warmer as we head into the start of the work and the school week with highs topping out near 70 degrees for the first time in 2015. So your forecast today, 62 degrees, a lot of clouds out there. Showers possible this morning. By the afternoon, we slowly dry things out. Skies clear out tonight. As a result, temperatures get a lot colder, all the way down to 40 in the city with 30s in those outlying suburbs. Watch out for some areas of patchy fog first thing tomorrow. Watch out for those potholes. I hit about 3 on my way to work. You can't even see them until it's too late. 64 on Sunday, 70 Monday, 57 for St. Patrick's Day itself, and then we cool it down back to reality next week with numbers hanging out in the 50s.